Hi, this video is from interview.com. Interview.com is a job portal. If you're looking for a job, you can log on to interview.com and you can post your resume with us. In this video, I'm going to talk about encapsulation principle. It's very important. Oops, concept. What is encapsulation? How can we achieve in Java? Encapsulation is a process of binding or wrapping the data. Very important. The data that keeps on changing. You want to wrap it and the code that operates on the data into a single entity. This keeps the data safe from outside interface and misuse. One way to think about encapsulation is a protective wrapper that prevents code and data from being arbitrarily accessed by other code defined outside the wrapper. Let's see the code so that you can understand in a better way. I have a class called encapsulation demo and I have a variable called account balance. Say you have a very critical application where it deals with account balance, account, credit, debit, something like that, just for demo purpose. I have a variable called account balance and some other variables along with that. Now in the code I have marked it as public. This is really bad coding practice. You should never mark a variable as public. This is wrong. So how do I make it right? We have to make it private. That means this variable is accessible only within the class. Okay, so I made it as private. So this is a good coding practice. You should make the variable as private so that it is only visible within this class. And what you can do is you can have setter and getter. That means you have a setter method. So anyone wants to set some value to this variable, they can call this method, give the value, we will set it. We will do whatever we want to do inside this block. I don't want anyone outside this class to access this variable directly. This is really bad practice. We should have a getters and setters. Inside the getter and setter, we will do whatever we want. And in the getter, we are returning directly. It's up to the application logic. You might read from the database, you might read this value from the file, or you might read from a different server using REST call or core bar, whatever it is. This will help not to break the contract. For example, say today you want to get account balance from read from a database, but tomorrow, say after 2 or 3 releases, the customer says I don't want to read from here, I want to read this value from a remote server. So without breaking the contract, so the third party the other programmers, other modules will be calling still the get account balance, but we will be changing internally. This is one of the benefits. So without breaking the contract or API contract, we can change the code even if there is any change. Okay, so these are the benefits. So encapsulation is like I want to encapsulate the data with the getters and setters or any methods. I don't want to allow anyone to access my variables, mainly member variables, critical variables outside the class. Say they might, if I mark this as public, they might, some other code might set it to -1, which is really bad. Let them call this method. I will validate whether it's whatever value they passed it, whether it's valid or not. Minimum should be something I can check, and then I will set it to the database or wherever I want. So I will never allow direct access to this variable. That's what encapsulation comes into picture. Hope this video is useful for your Java interview preparation. Thank you and all the best for your interview. If this video is useful for your interview preparation, please click the like button. Thank you.